The second and final note, uh, it seems, on the English patient, Michael Ondaatje. I need to say that even if I see that this work is very good, there's so many appealing aspects about it. It became famous, it won the Man Booker Prize, it was adapted for the big screen. You know, the film went on to win, I don't know, 6, 7 Academy Awards, the major ones, had, I don't know, 10 nominations. Still, it's not one of my favorites. I can't say I didn't like it, but I also, on the other hand, cannot express a feeling of joy, exhilaration, having gone through the book. It may be some subliminal message, it may be, for instance, knowing what Elaine thought about it in Seinfeld. Elaine Benes is going to see this English patient and she's terrified. She hates it from what I remember. Everybody's, did you see the English patient? It's great, you have to see it. And she says she didn't see it in order to avoid expressing the contrary opinion, the disgust when everybody's so elated. Finally, she has to go again because I think it's Peterman, or what's the name of that guy with the fashion, insists. Anyway, knowing about that, I had this suggestion and subconsciously did not really allow myself to get closer, to immerse in the book. For whatever reason, it wasn't such a fabulous read, even if I can understand, I can see the complexity of it, I can feel compassion to some extent for the guy who was burned. There's a story of mystery, love, there's spying involved, there are planes, there's a desert, there are some beautiful descriptions of the wind, and it's also funny at times when they say that in the desert there are some populations which go up in battle dress to fight the wind. Interesting. And there's poetry within this. There's so much talk about the desert which has been ignored for centuries, until in the 1920s, I think it was, some explorers started to look for oases, for caves. There's this love that the hero feels for his for the woman who's married, but there's a love triangle which is interesting there. The husband is also a man involved with the British intelligence. The English patient is supposed to have been working for the Germans. So there's an interesting intrigue there, but I don't know, as I said, it didn't catch on with me. Even if I tried the other thing, trying to see if watching the movie again would add to pleasure, increase the joy of meeting with this story. But even if I like raw things, I wasn't too thrilled of Julianne Binoche, who I think won the Academy Awards for supporting role, for her supporting role. Fiennes didn't. Neither did Christine Scott Thomas, who is coming across to me somewhat cold. I don't know. This Colin Firth, who 10, 15 years later would win the Academy Awards for his role in the King's Speech. Overall, a good, if not fantastic